It's Chris. It is Wednesday, June the 26th. It is still California here for me, even though I have this nice outfit on. I have shorts on, don't tell anyone. So I've made a couple videos about the debate this week, but I'm going to make another one today, and I'm going to tell you why, just so you understand my thinking. So to me, this debate is the most important political event of the campaign. Almost certainly. And the reason why is simple. You're going to have more eyeballs on it than you're going to have on any other thing in the campaign. So probably around 70-ish million people, maybe a few more, maybe a few less will watch this. That's way more people than will watch any other thing related to politics between now and November 5th. So that's why it matters. When that many people are watching, the stakes are high. So I want to talk specifically today about Joe Biden. I've spent a lot of time talking about Donald Trump in the debate over the last few days. But I do think Joe Biden has a real question that he has to answer in the debate. And no, it's not the one about age. That's obvious. He has to look and sound like he is not super old or out of it. It's actually how he's going to debate Donald Trump. How is he going to approach Donald Trump through the medium of the debate? And here's why that's actually harder than you might think. So Trump will say almost anything. We've seen that over and over and over again, right? Trump will say, and he'll talk about Hunter Biden. He'll accuse Joe Biden of taking money from Russia. He'll say the election was stolen. He'll say anything. The issue for Biden is, how much do you get down in that mud? It's sort of a broader question in the whole race. It's like, how much does Biden actually want to engage with Trump on this stuff? But in the debate specifically, because my guess is that, for example, Donald Trump is going to go after Hunter Biden. He's going to note that Hunter Biden was convicted of 3 felony gun charges recently. Joe Biden has to decide how to respond to that. Does he want to go and say, well, you're a convicted felon? It's actually a pretty good response. Does he want to do that? Does he want to sort of go tit for tat with Trump, get into a back and forth with Trump over that sort of thing, the name calling, that sort of stuff? Is that what the moment calls for? Or do the Biden people say, you know what? The most important thing people get out of this, other than that he's not too old to be president, is that he's presidential, that he understands the dignity of the office, he understands the seriousness, the gravity of the job he's been given to do, and he's not going to get up on stage with Trump and fight Trump on Trump's territory. He's not going to fight, on personal insults and slander and lies and that sort of thing. He's not going to engage in that. He is going to fact check Trump, but he's not going to get down in the mud with Trump. So, those are two very different approaches to this debate, right? And could produce two very different outcomes. Now, what do I think will happen? I think Biden will go a little bit personal on Trump. First of all, because there's so much stuff to go personal on him on. And second, because I think at least part of the Biden debate strategy will be to get under Donald Trump's skin. Trump is notoriously thin-skinned, which is weird for a guy who spent this much time in the public eye, but he is notoriously thin-skinned. He does not like being attacked. He bristles. He gets angry. He loses his temper. So going after him as a convicted felon, going after him as someone who has been credibly accused of sexual assault, bringing up some of those skeletons in Trump's closet, and there are lots of them, I actually think has the potential to, candidly, piss Trump off, to get him angry, to get him off his game. The most important thing you can do in a debate is always keep a level head, right? You can have passion, but you gotta make sure that you are not just operating from emotion. It's like any big thing. You do not want emotion to guide you. You want to be logical and thoughtful about what you're doing and why you're doing it. If being intense and emotional is part of that, that's fine, but it has to be controlled and measured. Trump can lose his temper. We've seen it. If Joe Biden can egg him on to lose his temper, that's probably a very good thing for Joe Biden in this debate. So if I had to guess, I would think Biden would play some of that personal politics as a way to get under Trump's skin, as a way to drive energy within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants Joe Biden to just savage Donald Trump. But I do think it is important. Watch. You'll probably know within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the debate, but watch to see what Joe Biden does. Obviously, we kind of know what Donald Trump's going to do, right? Donald Trump's got one speed. He's going to sort of go after Biden on anything and everything under the sun. He's going to push the moderators. He's going to try to break the rules. He's going to do all that stuff. Fake news, blah, 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 blah. But what Joe Biden does is actually critically important, too. How does he respond to Trump? How much is he willing to take the fight to Trump, and on what issues? Are they policy issues alone? Are they they personal issues? And then how does Trump react to those things? I think are going to be critically important pieces of this. So don't underestimate the role Joe Biden has in this debate. There's only 2 candidates up there. He's one of them. So he's got a critical role to play, and how he decides on how to engage or not engage Trump will be absolutely critical. All right, that's all I got for you today. As always, I ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, like this video, comment on this video, and tell 5 friends. All right, take care. See you tomorrow.